Hello everyone, this is Chris with Sticker Fab, and it is like 85, 86 degrees out here. What I want to do today is show you how to install these matte black window pillar frame blackouts on your 2025 end-up Toyota 4Runner. You can see on this side, on this underground color vehicle, I do not have it right there. What this is going to do is kind of finish off this frame with this black accent because they already have this black trim piece right here. This will also provide a little protection on the road from rocks and then on the trails when you start to get branches scraping across this area. So that kind of continues with the theme of these pillar overlays. People have been getting scratches in this area. These pillar overlays allow you to place a nice little design in there, and it kind of protects that original factory vinyl against scrapes and scratches. Those all come laminated. Lamination protects the prints from UVs and provides an added layer. So this is almost about as thick as car PPF. If you guys are new to the channel, I make videos for almost everything that we make. Every new product that comes out almost has a video of its own, unless there was a very, very, very similar install and I can take a video from another vehicle and put it on the product page for the same product. The reason why I do this is that almost every installation is different somewhat, especially if you're going from vehicle to vehicle. Right here, you can see this little spot where I ripped this, and that was because I tried to shove this vinyl in between here and this little rubber seal. Well, I didn't know that you can actually take this trim piece off. I'll show you how to do that. It probably makes it easier to change out this window for people that are trying to replace windshields, but it's definitely going to make our install easier along this seam for this vinyl. So this does come as a 4-piece set. You have this main piece right here, and then once you get that all installed, it's all dried off. We have this other piece that goes right beneath it, and it covers up the paint right here. Underground is a dark color, so it wouldn't be very noticeable on this vehicle, but for other vehicles, you would notice any gaps between there and the actual door. So I came back and I did another strip that covers up that area. What you're going to want for this install is a nice area that's not too breezy. You want to be in around 70 to 84 degree weather. You want to be in the shade. You want to have this vinyl kit. You want to have a microfiber. You want to have detail spray that doesn't have any wax in it. Either that or go get a fresh car wash right now. You want our Sticker Fab application fluid or a few drops of dish soap mixed with some water. You're going to want a felt tip squeegee, and you're also going to want to have a heat source. That can be a heat gun, portable heat gun like I'm going to use, or a hair dryer. You're not going to use much heat on this. We're not like wrapping experts. We're not trying to get around really hard curves or whatnot, but we will need an external heat source. I would not recommend doing this in direct sunlight because the vinyl becomes very soft and it starts to stretch and then it loses its shape. Probably great if you're a professional rapper and you're trying to get around a very curved surface, but with this do-it-yourself vinyl, we're trying to keep this simple. All right, I'm pretty darn lucky that there's shade right now. Let's open this door. Let's get eye level with this trim piece. Just start pulling at the top and kind of put a little pressure and it should release. Move your hand all the way down, pulling the trim. Okay, now I'm just gonna leave it off to the side right there. All right, now I have this wax-free detail spray. Going to clean this area. Don't forget to get the inner channel and the outer channel. All right, every time the sun comes out, I run away. Grab your vinyl. You want to make sure your hands are clean and spray it immediately as you start peeling it off of the backing paper. The reason why you want to do that is so that if it does catch a breeze and it's all sprayed down, it'll come apart really easily, even if it's adhesive to adhesive side. Be liberal and spray down that area, the application area. If it's really warm, spray down your vinyl again. Make sure that everything is nice and wet. keep it held up, kind of slide it into place. So the application fluid / soapy water allows you to slide it into place and also makes it really easy to get the air bubbles out. All right, so whatever angle you need to get at to view this, go ahead and do that. Looks pretty good to me. At the top, you want to make sure it is aligned so that this trim piece meets up right here at this corner. There might be a little paint exposed at the bottom. I'm going to start with it aligned perfectly right there, and then I'm going to squeegee it to the bottom, and that will kind of stretch it out just a little bit. Be gentle with this felt tip squeegee in the beginning. You don't want to create any creases. The more time you take with this install, the better it'll be. If you try to rush it, that's when bad things start to happen. See right there, I shouldn't have rushed that. And it kind of kinked up right in that area. What sucks is that I have to rush a little bit because of the sun. I'll apply a little heat in that area. That doesn't look too bad. Another technique you might want to try using is just use your fingers for as long as you can and then switch over to the squeegee. The sun going in and out, it's actually warming up this vinyl quicker than I want it to. So that's really why you don't mess with the sun. And be careful if you try to push the vinyl like this versus just pushing it straight over the edge. When you push it like this, it just builds up, and then a lot of the times it finally creases if you're not kind of aware of how much it's building up. And at the very end, we just want to push it over the edge. And then the rest goes on the inner side. Roll your finger over this edge. Once this inner edge is all dry, you can put that trim piece back in place. What sucks is that I have to rush a little bit because of the sun. I'll apply a little heat in that area. doesn't look too bad. Another technique you might want to try using is just use your fingers for as long as you can and then switch over to the squeegee. The sun going in and out, it's actually warming up this vinyl quicker than I want it to. So that's really why you don't mess with the sun. Right, I'm going to say definitely lean on using your hands as much as possible. And be careful if you try to push the vinyl like this versus just pushing it straight over the edge. When you push it like this, it just builds up, and then a lot of the times it finally creases if you're not kind of aware of how much it's building up. And at the very end, we just want to push it over the edge. And then the rest goes on the inner side. Roll your finger over this edge. Once this inner edge is all dry, you can put that trim piece back in place. So because this is an underground, you really can't see the paint too much around here. I could have pulled it down just a little bit more. I actually started off a little high in this area. So if you're not covering up all the paint down here, realize that you probably had it a little too high on this side. If the vinyl snags in any locations, pull that trim back up and push it down. Honestly, I would say wait about 10-15 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes to let that inner side dry. Push it all down 30 minutes later, and then put the trim in last. If it's still wet, it can bunch up like it is doing right here. So I'm going to actually keep this back off for longer. I'll just let it sit right there. Now I'm going to get that other strip to place it on the bottom. All right, go ahead and wet your smaller strip. The slightly fatter part goes towards the top. Line it with that edge. Just kind of guide it as you make your way down the vehicle. And with your fingers, just push all of that air out. We kind of want it to overlap just a little bit with the original vinyl. Sometimes what I do is hold with one hand and push the water out with the other so the vinyl doesn't move. And we'll let all of that dry out as well. I'm gonna go inside for about 10 minutes. I'm gonna let all of this dry out, and then I'm gonna push down all these edges again. All right, let me show you real quick. This little bit of exposed paint here at the bottom, that happened because this was a little bit above the end of this trim piece. Right at the end of that rubber is where I want the vinyl to go, so that it covers all the paint down here at the bottom. Let's go check out the other side. On this side, you can see that it goes a little bit lower. I actually did change the template and make it a little bit longer right here to cover that area. And then right here at the top, this little rubber kind of aligns with the vinyl right there, so that we have enough room to go all the way down to the bottom. But if you guys want this, please check out my website at stickerfab.com. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit the bell notification icon for all the latest and greatest things I'm coming out with for the 2025 and up Toyota 4Runner.